Good afternoon and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on today. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm, okay? So like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things, okay? Um you guys, I wanted to, if you would like to support the channel, definitely do hit up the Cash App or hit up the Super Thanks. That is a way that you help the channel, and I appreciate you guys so much. Okay. I wanted to talk about Wendy Williams has been diagnosed with dementia. Okay, and it's very heartbreaking to me because I used to love looking at the Wendy Williams show. Okay, and I watched the story as it related to the scandal that she had with her husband and his mistress very closely. It was very, very heartbreaking to me. Okay. Um, it says Wendy Williams diagnosed with frontal temporal dementia and aphasia. Everything to know about her health. 2 years after canceling her hit talk show, Wendy Williams' care team revealed she's been diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal, if I said that right, dementia. On February 22nd, 2024, in a press release, her team confirmed that after undergoing a battery of medical tests, Williams received a diagnosis in 2023. Primary progressive aphasia or PPA impacts speech, reading, writing, and the ability to understand what others are saying to you. It's a subtype of dementia or FTD, which affects communication, including speech, writing, and the ability to understand language. Okay. Um, this is really heartbreaking to me. Um, because I've heard doctors say that also dementia and things of that nature. They call it dementia. I don't know the difference between dementia and Alzheimer's. Maybe Alzheimer's is what happens to older people, but I kind of think that they're the same. Okay, because when you get Alzheimer's, you tend to forget and things of that nature. People call it old timers, but it's Alzheimer's, right? Um, and I watched what happened, with her husband, with I've looked at there have been some movies made on their situation and um how sad it was. He bought, how he did with his mistress. He moved the mistress around the corner. He was taking care of the mistress um with Wendy's money. Okay. And it had gotten so bad that Wendy's self-esteem had gotten so low, she didn't want her husband to leave her, that she agreed to let him continuously see her just as long as he did not get her pregnant. So, of course, with the mistress wanting more, okay, she's enjoying that lifestyle. Okay, she feel like if she can get him in the household with her, she could get even more. Of course, she got pregnant, and I'm hearing, the baby that they have now, that was not the first pregnancy. It's just the first one that they agreed that she would not terminate. Okay, and shortly after that, that's when Wendy filed for divorce. We all saw how ugly it was and how it played out. He was her manager. She ended up firing him, and he ended up getting support every month, right? He ended up getting support every month, and it seems like from that point on, Wendy really just started going down, right? She started fainting on her talk show. People thought that it was a play or whatever. I never did. I do know that Wendy's allegedly had years of drug abuse and things of that nature, and I was reading that a lot of her friends and things of that nature said that they felt like it was really hard for her to get off because her husband wanted her to stay on, or enabled her to stay on so that he can keep control of her and also to numb the pain of knowing that you have a husband that probably don't love you if he moves his mistress around the corner, taking care of the mistress with your money, preferring to be with the mistress, right? And all of that stress and everything more than likely brought this on. Being in the added, plus the years of abuse of drugs and things of that nature. And that's why I say it, just this breaks my heart because Wendy was one of those women, even though she was messy, you know, um, she came a long way. She did. She came a long way. People talked about how hard Wendy worked. A lot of people don't agree with a lot of the things that she did, but I would not wish this on my worst enemy. You know, the idea that she was already in radio when she got with her husband. So it was her talent that was able to take them far. He claims that he did it because he was the manager. She was already in radio. She was already, that's how he met her, right? So for him to completely give his wife his ass to kiss, right? Because he wanted a younger woman. And I'm not saying that Wendy was the easiest person to get along with. I don't know what went on in that marriage, but if you don't want your wife, you don't keep her around just so that you can get money to take care of your mistress, right? You don't move your mistress right around on the next street from your wife. That is absolutely disgusting. If they was living in the suburbs of New Jersey, he could have moved his mistress if he just had to take care of her and be with her because it was wrong anyways to the suburbs of New York. Um, but instead, he wanted to be able to be in walking distance, which was absolutely disgraceful. And the idea that Wendy lost herself so much that she wanted to do anything to keep him. She agreed, okay, since I can't stop you from seeing her, then just you could keep seeing her, just don't leave me and just don't get her pregnant. And he ultimately does that. So this is sad. I had been wanting to report on this. I think she has like a documentary or a movie or something coming out this weekend. It absolutely breaks my heart. And that's why I say it's not good to lose yourself or your life in anyone. Okay. In anyone. Because stress brings on a lot of things. When you start seeing people get forgetful and it seems like that, they can't remember anything or they start doing abnormal things. Stress can overwork your brain, right? And people, allow things that serves them no purpose to almost take them down. And unfortunately, this successful African American woman, that was on national daytime TV coming on every single day, allowed the likes of this man who she should have been strong enough to show the door a long time ago. I'm sure it him being her manager, feeling like we built this together, we've been together all these years. I'm not gonna allow the mistress to win. Um, just I think even when people mess up, step out and mess up, the betrayal of we have all of these years together, and you betray me and give me your ass to kiss for someone new, that you barely know, and it's like damn all the years, which is sad because you're talking about 20 years, and I've heard a lot of women say that when you're talking about 20 or 30 years, it leaves them devastated, especially when you've been with someone for that long. That's a lot of years, right? And sometimes people are together all those years and they're not happy, but still, I hate that Wendy um allowed it to take her down. I'm sure she's had been in that business. There are a lot of Sharky people around you. There's no telling who else in that business played a part of it. Because like I said, Hollywood, that's a snaky, sharky business. There's no telling who else played a part of it. But to see her in this state, I was looking at a preview of the little documentary that she's got coming out with Black China, was having a conversation with her, and you could tell that, she said, "Hi, my name is Wendy, and my last name is whatever her husband's last name is. I can't think, it's not Williams, but Kevin Hunter. My last name is Hunter." You know, it's sad that she has almost gone back to I wouldn't even say a baby. I'd say, you know. It's just sad, you guys. And so I had to get on here and talk about this because whether it's you're a man or a woman, it's just not good to lose your life in anything because people lose their lives in other people, their children, um, their spouses, their jobs. Some people don't recover when they've been on a job for so long, and then they get laid off or they get fired, and it overstresses them. It drives them to do things that is not conducive to their good health, and it's just it's so sad, And it's because of the type of commentary and stuff that Wendy did. She exposed people. People thought that she was very what's the word that I'm looking for? That she was very hard on people, that she didn't care about people, heartless. In the beginning, she was trolled a lot because of the type of shock jock that she was. She was trolled. But I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. A lot of people have gotten over it because here's the thing: even though she did a lot, may have done a lot, Wendy sure helped a lot of careers, right? She sure helped a lot of careers. Um, especially when she started talking about people on her radio show, being a shock jock, having the personality that she had, draw attention. So interviewing artists, helping to put them on, right? Because of her personality and people listening to her. And all of these years, right, she allows the stress of what her husband, who had not been loyal to her for years, to help to bring this on, right? So my heart goes out to Wendy Williams. I wanted to talk about this. Never lose your life in nothing. Never lose your life in nothing. The art of goodbye. Learn the gift of goodbye. When there's an expiration date on everything, even our life, okay? There's an expiration date on it. And when something expires, it's good to be able to accept the expiration of it. When our milk expired, we just pour it out and throw it out or whatever. And I think people need to understand that. Most things have an expiration date. Learn how to accept it. Don't lose yourself in it. Stop trying to revive a dead corpse and move on. I think too often, and that's probably what happened with Wendy when you see her do interviews in the past, and she talk about how they got counseling, how she tried to save her marriage and all of that. Basically, trying to revive, trying to breathe the life, doing CPR on a corpse, right? When he had proven to her so many times that it was not even worth it. That whatever she was feeling, he did not feel anymore. He was basically just there, and that's probably what hurt her. She understood that he was only there for the benefits and for the money to be able to provide for his side chick. But how many people know that karma does not miss a step? Okay, karma never misses a step because as of last year, when Wendy left her talk show, or 2 years after she left her talk show, there was something in the clause that he and his attorney missed, saying if she ever was to stop working, he was not depending on her stop. He thought she would always do TV. She ever stopped working, then his spousal support would stop. Well, the spousal support stopped. He's lost everything to include the woman. She's moved back to North Carolina with the baby. She can't even pay her TJ Maxx bill. Okay, she can't even pay that. He's basically lost everything. So karma does not miss a step. He's gotten it back. He's getting it back right now as we speak. But I hate that she allowed it to take her down because she was definitely the gift. I'm not saying she was perfect, but when somebody don't love you, you have to go ahead and just exit stage left. With the type of money Wendy had, if she didn't want real love, she could have bought her some real love. Okay. She could have bought her somebody that would have treated her better than her husband did. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I wanted to get on here and talk about that. My heart goes out to Wendy. I hope that there's a turnaround, but they say it is progressive. I wish that there was a way that they could reverse it. I hate this so bad, y'all. Stress brings on a lot of stuff. Do not let people stress you out. That's the reason why I get folks out of my life. You think you're gonna stress me out, you got to go. Okay. I got to have me some peace. And that's what people are going to have to start doing. Okay. Honoring peace and seeking peace, especially as women. Oftentimes, we're so consumed in trying to be the caretakers, make everybody else happy, take care of the children, take care of your husband, and all of that. Sometimes women tend to put themselves last, and before you know it, your health has deteriorated. It's okay. It's not being selfish to seek some peace, and it's not being selfish to walk away from anything that destroys your peace. Okay? It's not. Do not lose yourself in people or things. Learn the art of goodbye, the gift of goodbye, and accept it and move on. Okay? But shout out to Wendy Williams, and I hope that there is some type of turnaround for her where there could be some type of recovery, right? But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Hit up the cash out, hit up the super thanks. I love you guys. Talk with you later.